So, chat, we're here, back again. The Run-In Bun Nuzlocke. Tab in, here we go. I love all things horrifying. It's like a disease. When I'm here, I shiver with fear. Hex Maniac Tasha would like to battle. Omastar. Now, one of the big problems with this battle was that this Omastar has a Focus Sash, and it has Stealth Rocks, and Spikes, which is just so cool. On the first turn, it took us a while to figure out how to prevent it from using Stealth Rocks and Spikes, but we figured it out. By faking out with Tofu, we can waste Omastar's first turn, and that's critically important, because it now is its second turn. The problem with this is that weak armor lowers its defense and doubles its speed. Which is a problem, because now it outspeeds basically everything. With one exception. So we couldn't really kill it in 2 turns, and it was going to attack us, but on the second turn, the AI, it de-incentivizes Stealth Rocks a little bit. So we have pre-damaged Tofu to be dead to this Omastar's Surf, and only its Surf. So because it sees a kill with Surf now, and it outspeeds me now because of its speed boost, it has to use Surf this turn, and not Stealth Rocks. And Radish can switch in and can take that Surf. So, Radish comes in and takes the Surf. Now, this Omastar, again, its speed was doubled. But fortunately, the only Pokemon in my entire team that outspeeds Omastar at doubled speed is Radish. The problem was, like, we needed to kill this Omastar and be on high HP, but luckily we kept Giga Drain on Radish. And now that the Focus Sash has been broken with Fake Out, we are able to kill this Omastar and finish the Omastar off with our full HP. So we can Giga Drain to get all of our HP back and kill the Omastar. The first Pokemon is down of 5. Now, the next Pokemon was annoying because it has the Poison Touch ability and the Black Sludge, which heals it. It also has Curse. So we needed to prevent it from using Curse. We needed to play around every single move of it having a 30% chance to poison me. And it also heals every turn 1/16 of its HP, which makes it very difficult because this thing is very tanky. The way that we figured out how to beat it was not with 1 Pokemon, but with 2. And that is by Volt Switching to deal 20% to this Muk. Because we're at 100% HP, this Muk is guaranteed to Poison Jab. It is the only move that kills. We wanted it to Poison Jab. So we Volt Switch. And this will deal 20%, at least. And this allows us to switch into Bok Choy, who takes a Poison Jab, and has a Pecha Berry to cure its poison. There's a pretty high chance that it poisons here. There's the Poison Touch, the 30% chance. And there's our Berry healing it off, so we don't take any extra damage. Now, with that Poison Jab, after the Black Sludge heals, this Flygon barely kills Muk now with an Earthquake. It deals about 90%. After the Black Sludge, it heals 6%. It took 20% from the... It took 20% from the Volt Switch, so it's at 86% now. Earthquake deals 90%, which guaranteed kills, and we outspeed. And now, because we took the Poison Jab, we are at the perfect range for Carnivine to come in and guaranteed not use Knockoff or Infestation, because it will see a kill with either Leaf Storm or Power Whip. This Carnivine was never really a problem. This was probably the easiest Pokemon we had to deal with. It's just killing this Carnivine with a Pokemon... The problem with this Carnivine wasn't that the Carnivine was difficult. It was the next Pokemon to come in would always use a move that was unfavorable. But we figured out that our new hire, Udon, can switch in on either Leaf Storm or Power Whip. Leaf Storm. It takes that. Now, Power Whip can miss. We had to play around that as well. Because we did actually need... Udon to take some damage here. That was critically important for the next Pokemon. Because with this damage, Udon is able to kill Carnivine in one hit. But now that it's been damaged, the Spiritomb that's about to come in will deal more damage to me than I can do to it. Which means Spiritomb is now guaranteed to come in next as long as I kill this Carnivine right now. And Dual Wing Beat does 103%. Now, Spiritomb comes in because it sees that it can outdamage me with its Dark Pulse. Okay, good. And now, the thing is, Spiritomb can outdamage me with Dark Pulse, but the problem with this Spiritomb was that it has both Pursuit and Calm Mind. So we couldn't kill that Carnivine on too low HP, or else it would Pursuit Trap us and kill us. And we couldn't have a Pokemon that was on too high HP, or it would Calm Mind set up and potentially kill some Pokemon. Udon was in the unique situation where Udon's Draco Meteor can two-shot Spiritomb. Spiritomb sees this and says, okay, I shouldn't use Calm Mind, because if I use Calm Mind, I'll just die the next turn, which means it is forced to attack. And that is what Udon does here. It forces the Spiritomb to use Dark Pulse. And we realize that if it never uses Calm Mind, and it doesn't use Shadow Ball, which it could have used in a bunch of situations, Sprout is able to 1v1 this Spiritomb. There's the Dark Pulse with the Dark Gem. And this was the scariest part, because the only moves that reliably could kill Spiritomb was Woodhammer, which deals an immense amount, and it's a two-shot. And this deals a hell of a lot of damage to myself. So, we will now be using Woodhammer to deal 50% to the Spiritomb. Why did our Citrus Berry not activate? Oh my god! Why did my Citrus Berry not activate? Huh? Citrus doesn't activate mid-turn? It does. I believe it's supposed to. I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure we were safe no matter what. Because a Dark Pulse with the Dark Gem deals 49.5%. And then the maximum recoil I could have taken was 15%. And the maximum a Shadow Ball could deal was 33%. So we were guaranteed to live that. But we didn't consider that. We're fine. But apparently self-inflicted damage does not activate a berry, apparently. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to in a normal game. I'm pretty sure. Or at least the berry can activate mid-turn. That is something very good to know, though. Something we will never forget. Woodhammer now kills. It deals a maximum of like 20 damage to myself. There's no bug list that explains that. Interesting. I was at 101 HP after recoil, which was significantly under half. Bulbapedia. Due to a glitch in Generation 5, dropping below half by taking self-inflicted damage from confusion will not activate a Citrus Berry. Huh. I mean, we were still fine no matter what, but that is very interesting. If we got a critical hit there, I believe Sprout died. There was just a 1 in 16 chance for Sprout to die that we just didn't know about. A crit would have not killed Spiritomb. We would have dealt an extra couple percent to ourselves, and we would have died. If we crit Spiritomb, we would have taken more recoil, and we would have died. Is there any danger to use Synthesis before using Woodhammer again? Yes. The reason why we did not Synthesis on that first Dark Pulse is because the next Pokemon, we need to be below a certain HP threshold so that it does not pain split when I switch in. We could not... We need to be at low HP when we beat the Spiritomb. It should activate after... I mean, we're fine, but what the hell just happened? Apparently, that was a bug that we were not aware of. Okay, So that was a bug in this specific game that I did not know about, that apparently was known. That's very good to know. Is there going to be a death? No, there's not a death. There was an unexpected bug in this battle that meant there is a 1 in 16 chance, that Sprout critical hit its Woodhammer, which would have dealt more recoil damage to itself, and then Shadow Ball would have killed my Pokemon before my berry activated, and it was supposed to activate. So we're fine. I'm glad it didn't happen. Woodhammer, Spiritomb kills. Now we are at 60 HP, which means Dusclops cannot Pain Split. It can use Shadow Punch, Power Up Punch, or Will-O-Wisp. It will never use Pain Split because it sees that that would deal no damage to me. Beer comes in. So, Beer now comes in on a random move that is not Pain Split from Dusclops. This was probably the most complicated part of the fight, because we needed to make sure Dusclops... We can two-shot this Dusclops, but if it ever uses Pain Split, it is many, many, many more. Alright, so we Toxic Beer. Now, Beer does just two-shot with Knockoff. And this turn, this ending sequence is going to seem very simple. We simply knock off, and then click Knock Off again. But making sure this Beer was not able to get Will-O-Wisped, and specifically not able to get Pain Split, was incredibly important. We believe we have managed the HP well enough that Dusclops will not use Pain Split because Shadow Punch always does more on this first turn. If it uses Pain Split, we're in a really bad situation. But it shouldn't. So we simply knock off. We get rid of its Eviolite. And thus, it uses Shadow Punch. Its defense boost from Eviolite is gone, but also my knockoff boost from it having Eviolite is gone. So knockoff deals the exact same amount of damage, killing this Dusclops. And we win the battle. There was a 1 in 16 chance risk that we just didn't know about because of a bug. It's not in the Run and Bun Discord, in the official bug list. So what I'm going to do after this stream is I'm going to go through I'm basically just going to type in bug in that Discord, go through 20,000 messages, and make my own comprehensive bug list, because that's unacceptable. I'm glad we weren't punished by it, but it was a known bug that they just didn't have written down. Yeah, all right, here we go. Battle time! So, we open the battle with Black Belt at Sushi. And it opens with a Crocodile. And Crocodile has Intimidate. Honestly, we didn't even look at this Pokemon much, because Asparagus with a Miracle Seed at level 69 even. We're not leveling it up because we want to have low-level Protect Monster in the future. I don't want to explain that now. With a Miracle Seed, Leaf Storm kills. And we are damaged to 143 HP. Specifically, so the next Pokemon to come out is Lycanroc Dusk. Because Lycanroc Dusk outspeeds Asparagus. It's the first Pokemon in the opponent's team that outspeeds my Pokemon. And it sees that it can kill me guaranteed with close combat every time. So it has to use close combat here because it sees that it kills me. So we're going to switch into our Ghost type, who is pre-damaged to 136. So we'll switch into Nori, who will take 0 damage from close combat. And now, we're pre-damaged to 136, which means that Lycanroc again outspeeds, and again guaranteed kills me with Crunch. So it is going to use Crunch. And Meatloaf takes a Crunch pretty well. But Meatloaf is also pre-damaged. So now we switch in Meatloaf on this Crunch, and it brings it down with the burn, 2 turns of burn, to under 111 HP. And over 62 HP after the burn turns. Because if Crunch, critical hit, defense dropped, If we were at 62 HP, then it could have used Excel Rock. But it's not. With a black belt, with a burn, Mach Punch guaranteed one-shots this Lycan Rock. Just barely. Like, it exactly kills it. And now, because I am at, or below, rather, because I am below 111 HP, but above 79 HP, Infernape comes in, and it sees that it guaranteed kills me with Flamethrower. Because it guaranteed kills me with Flamethrower, it's going to use it, and P is going to come in, and is going to take that Flamethrower. P, the MVP, takes Flamethrower, and it's been pre-damaged, so Flamethrower always brings it below half health. Like so. Which activates its emergency exit, and gives me a free switch to Dino Nugget, who cannot take a hit. And its ability, Defeatist, means we really... If it goes below 50% HP, it's basically useless. But it's at 100% HP, which means Archeops is able to kill this Infernape. Now, it could kill it with Acrobatics, but this Infernape has a Focus Sash, which means I have to dual Wing Beat, which will break the Focus Sash. But because I outspeed and kill, Infernape is going to Vacuum Wave, a priority move, which, I've done the calculations, shouldn't bring me under 50%. Dual Wing Beat to break the Sash. Oh, sorry. It did not Vacuum Wave because it didn't think I could kill it in one hit because it had a Focus Sash. So it actually never even hit me. If it didn't have a Focus Sash, it would have used Vacuum Wave, but because it did have a Focus Sash, and it didn't think that my Dual Wing Beat was a 2-hit move, it didn't do that. Didn't matter anyways. Just extra damage. No problem. Now, Poliwrath does not die to Dual Wing Beat, but it does die to Acrobatics. So we're going to Acrobatics, and it will kill this Poliwrath. Poliwrath doesn't have any priority moves. It's a stupid baby that just dies to Acrobatics. And now Chestnut comes in, who, again, just dies to Acrobatics. All right. So there's another 3 kills for Dino Nugget. And why did Asparagus not level up? You know what's crazy is that there's a 3% chance that meteor hits the Earth. Let's hope Drew's not in charge by then. Yeah. Alright, Meatloaf's in. Superpower kills the Kangaskhan. Is gonna hit me with a double edge. Whatever. We take 34 to 40%. We're at 135 HP. Brilliant. I believe because we're at 135 HP, we actually did bring Gyarados to this battle. But because we're at 135 HP, this Miss Magius always sees a kill with Shadow Ball and only Shadow Ball no matter what. So it kind of just saves us a turn if we just switch straight into Garlic, who does not... Wait, I need to check Mystical Fire really quick. Especially, I just forgot. Okay. What does Mystical Fire do? Mystical Fire has a 100% chance to lower my special attack by 1 stage. If it's the highest damage you move, none of the bonuses are applied. Whatever, okay. If the target is not contrary or clear body or white smoke has a move with a corresponding split. +5. Okay, no. It always has the Shadow Ball because it sees a fast kill. It has Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, Mystical Fire, and Destiny Bond. So, we will simply switch into Garlic, who takes 0 damage from the Shadow Ball. It's always scary switching in a low HP Bond like this. Okay, cool. And now, it's faster than me, and we're at 57 HP, so that guarantees that Energy Ball kills me. So it's going to use Energy Ball and not Destiny Bond this turn, which just allows me to Sucker Punch and kill it. But also, because I'm at such low HP, Malamar is now going to come in because it sees that it kills me in like one hit with, I think, superpower and only superpower. So, Malamar is now going to superpower, raising its, what? Its attack and defense? Maybe it's speed too? I can't remember. Anyways, it's gonna superpower on my P. Alright. It gets its attack boost. It gets its defense boost. But this stupid baby Malamar dies to first impression, even at +1 defense. I wanted P to get a kill here because P, it deserves more kills. So we first impression. And it kills. Yes. 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 The rare P kill. P is usually getting the assists, but first impression kind of goes crazy. Now, the next Pokemon to come in is Wobbuffet, and it'll hit me so I can emergency... It doesn't have any attacking moves. But I'm kidding. We have a Shed Shell on P, so we can just switch into Pop Rocks. Shed Shell allows you to switch out of anything. And it's just going to use its move. And Pop Rocks is just going to Toxic. And it's just going to hit Toxic like a bunch of turns in a row until we win. Oh no, it's Lumberry cured its problem. What are we going to do? Does the Shed Shell get consumed? No, it's a held item that just always sits there. So yeah, we're just gonna sit here as I spam Toxic. That's it. Yep. So I'm gonna speed up. The game audio is gonna be muted. Boom Burst, if real, it's too late. The Wobbuffet is already dead. Okay, yay, we're done. We won. Victory. One more battle before the big gauntlet. All right, Psychic Cedric was a quick cook. Thank goodness, after that 3-hour random one that took so long. For context for the VOD viewers, how many hours we've been playing today, we're currently 7 hours and 45 minutes into the stream. We're about to fight Psychic Cedric. And then we have the very difficult gauntlet coming up, where we defeat, what is it, like a 18v6? I'm the 6. Here we go. It's battle time. Psychic Cedric would like to battle. So, this Pokemon's pretty quick. It's naive for some reason. High horsepower, luckily, kills in one hit because we're holding the soft sand. Good. Now we're pre-damaged to 166, so the Obstagoon comes in. There it is. There's our Obstagoon. It's gonna come in and it wants to close combat. So, our Honey is gonna take the close combat because it is quad resisted. Despite having a 1 defense IV and an 11 HP IV, it does take not that much from the close combat, I'll be honest. Yeah. And now, because the defense drop, and because I'm holding a boosting item, just barely this Bug Buzz can kill, because I have 8 special attack IVs, and I'm adamant, which lowers my special attack by 10%. But we Bug Buzz here. Now, the Poltegeist comes in, which is a little bit scary. Because it can self-destruct. But I believe it has a Shadow Ball because I'm in range of a guaranteed Shadow Ball kill. So Darian is going to switch in. It's going to take a easy Shadow Ball. Good. And we actually outspeed. And we kill with knockoff on this turn. Very cool. And I'm almost certain that Durian could also take out this Gothitelle. But I just wanted to turn my brain off and not think about it too much. So we gave it a Shed Shell. We can just switch in Garlic, who is a Cherry Berry, on the Thunderbolt. We take minimal damage. Because its special defense is its best stat for some reason. And it's now going to use Psychic. Because it sees that it's its strongest move against me. So I'm just going to Sucker Punch. Change into a Dark type. Hit it for super effective damage. And then Gothitelle is going to do nothing. Because Psychic does nothing. So now it's going to realize, oh my god, I need to do a different attack. But it's already too late. Because Kecleon just killed it. And that is the interior of Mount Pyre. Before the gauntlet. The big, nasty, scary gauntlet that will take a lot of time to plan. That we will plan next time. And let's grab this. Bah! Shadow Ball! Okay, okay.